Did you know that long before a partner ever gets caught through a text message or a hidden receipt, their own daily habits have already exposed their betrayal to a psychologically aware mind? In the study of human relationship psychology, there is a very consistent behavioral trend that happens when a person chooses to break the trust of a relationship or a marriage. Human beings are creatures of deep habit. When a person's internal focus moves away from their partner and onto someone else, it is completely impossible for them to keep their daily interactions at home exactly the same. They do not just change their password or stay late at the office. Instead, their subconscious mind begins to experience a massive shift in how they look at, talk to, and react to their spouse. A man who relies only on accidental physical proof is often the last person to know the truth, whereas a man who understands human behavioral tendencies can read the psychological warning signs early. Studying these adjustments is not about living in a state of constant paranoia or blaming anyone out of bitterness. It is about expanding your personal awareness so you can see relationship dynamics with absolute accuracy, protect your home from sudden manipulation, and maintain your absolute self-respect. Today, we are going to look closely at how a man can find out he has been betrayed by studying the hidden shifts in a partner's daily behavior. We will analyze how unprovoked defensiveness serves as an emotional defense tool, why a sudden change in a partner's communication baseline reveals internal guilt, and how to spot the subtle psychological distancing that happens right before a betrayal becomes a physical reality. Most people see what happened. Few stop to understand why it happened. If you're here to think deeper, question assumptions, and see beyond the surface, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join the conversation, because better understanding leads to better decisions. To truly understand how a man discovers betrayal through behavioral observation, we must first look at a psychological concept known as the baseline shift. Every single human being establishes a normal routine in their long-term relationship. This baseline includes how long it takes them to reply to a text, the specific tone of voice they use when they walk through the front door, and how much interest they show in their partner's daily activities. Behavioral data suggests that when a partner begins to invest their emotional or physical energy into an outside person, their baseline at home alters dramatically. The change is rarely explosive at first. Instead, it shows up as a quiet loss of enthusiasm. A partner who used to ask deep questions about your career might suddenly provide short, one-word answers. They are physically sitting in the living room with you, but their psychological focus is miles away, floating around the new outside connection. When a man notices that the everyday rhythm of his home has shifted without a logical explanation, his analytical mind should pay close attention to this data. The second major behavioral trend to study within this dynamic is a pattern called the defensive mirror. When a person is engaging in deceptive behavior, their subconscious mind is constantly carrying a very heavy load of internal guilt and fear. They live in a state of high anxiety, constantly worrying that they will be exposed. Because of this internal pressure, psychological trends show that their emotional triggers become highly sensitive. If the man asks a completely innocent, everyday question like, "How was your lunch break today?" or "Who was calling your phone just now?" the unfaithful partner does not hear a simple question. Instead, their guilty subconscious processes the question as an interrogation. They will often react with a sudden burst of unprovoked anger, saying things like, "Why are you always tracking my movements?" or "You are being completely controlling." This intense overreaction is a defensive mirror designed to make the man feel guilty for asking, forcing him to back down so the partner can protect their hidden secrets. Let us look at a realistic story involving a couple named Julian and Grace to see how these dangerous emotional patterns operate in real life. Julian was a hard-working project manager for a construction company who possessed a very trusting, passive personality. He had been married to Grace for 4 years. Julian believed that because he provided an excellent lifestyle and never started arguments, his marriage was completely safe. However, Grace possessed a behavioral tendency of requiring constant romance and novel excitement, things that the everyday routine of a stable marriage did not always provide. Grace began a hidden connection with a male acquaintance from her professional network. Because Julian was not aware of relationship psychology, he completely ignored the early behavioral shifts in his home. He noticed that Grace suddenly started placing her phone face down on every table, and that she changed her style of clothing when going to standard business meetings. Whenever Julian gently asked about her day, Grace would instantly snap at him, accusing him of being insecure and untrusting. Because Julian wanted to avoid conflict, he apologized for his questions and tried even harder to please her, completely dropping his own boundaries. This passivity led to a very negative outcome. Grace viewed Julian's compliance as a sign of complete weakness, realizing she could easily manipulate his trusting nature. She continued her unfaithful behavior for over a year, spending shared family money on her secret relationship. By the time Julian finally discovered the truth by accidentally seeing an explicit message on a shared computer tablet, his self-esteem was completely destroyed, his marriage was in ruins, and he had wasted months of his life living with a person who treated him like a servant rather than a partner. Julian failed because he allowed the fear of conflict to keep him blind to obvious behavioral shifts that were screaming for his attention. Have you ever seen a situation where a man ignored his own internal intuition and missed clear behavioral changes simply because he wanted to preserve the peace in his household? I invite you to think about this difficult human dynamic and share your perspective in the comments section below. When we break down Julian's experience from an analytical viewpoint, we find a third critical trend known as the projection trap. This is one of the most fascinating psychological patterns that happens during an act of betrayal. When a partner is acting unfaithfully, their mind must find a way to justify their bad behavior so they do not feel like a terrible person. To do this, their subconscious mind often projects their own deceptive habits onto the innocent partner. A man might suddenly find himself being accused of cheating or flirting with coworkers, even though he has done absolutely nothing wrong. The unfaithful partner will start accusing him of being suspicious, tracking his location, or questioning his loyalty out of nowhere. Behavioral science suggests that this projection serves two main goals. It helps the guilty partner convince themselves that everyone behaves poorly, and it keeps the man so busy defending his own innocence that he never stops to look at the bad behavior happening right under his nose. A high-value man recognizes this pattern early, understanding that an unprovoked attack on his character is often a smokescreen designed to hide someone else's secrets. When you realize that an unprovoked attack on your character is nothing more than a psychological smokescreen, you stop playing the game of constant self-defense. You begin to understand that a man who respects his own intellect must look past the emotional noise and focus entirely on the cold, hard data of behavioral consistency. Now, we must analyze the final behavioral trends that men discover when finding out they have been betrayed, and how you can use this knowledge to maintain your complete composure and handle the situation with absolute strategic dominance. We will look at how the subconscious mind handles the pressure of digital secrecy, why a sudden shift in physical affection reveals an underlying emotional detachment, and how holding an iron standard of truth protects your sanity from long-term manipulation. The fourth major behavioral trend that exposes a partner's hidden betrayal is a pattern known as the digital citadel. In relationship psychology, we observe that the moment an outside individual enters a person's life, their mobile device or computer ceases to be a simple tool for communication. Instead, it transforms into a highly guarded fortress. Behavioral data indicates that a partner who was once completely careless with their phone, leaving it face up on the counter, letting the man answer calls, or sharing passwords without a second thought, will suddenly develop a hypervigilant defense routine. They will tilt the screen away during casual conversations, take the phone with them into every room including the bathroom, and experience a visible wave of micropanic if the man moves near their device. This sudden, intense overprotection of their digital space is clear evidence that the partner is maintaining an alternative reality that they cannot afford to let cross into their domestic life. If you're still locked in, you're seeing what most people miss. This channel is for thinkers, not reactors. Subscribe if that resonates. Share your perspective below. Now, let's get into the part most people overlook. The fifth and final behavioral trend to study within this dynamic is a pattern called the forced affection baseline. When a person is engaging in deceptive behavior, their physical interactions at home undergo a very distinct transformation. Some men believe that an unfaithful partner will completely stop showing affection altogether, but psychological trends reveal a much more complex reality. Frequently, a guilty partner will actually use short bursts of highly exaggerated, robotic affection to cover their tracks and keep the man from asking deep questions. They might buy sudden gifts, initiate physical contact out of nowhere, or say "I love you" with an unnaturally intense frequency. However, behavioral observations show that this forced affection completely lacks any real emotional warmth or natural spontaneity. It feels like a chore they are checking off a list to keep the household running smoothly, while their true passion remains directed at an outside source. Let us look at a realistic story of positive growth involving a man named Trevor to see how a person can manage these subtle psychological clues with absolute discipline and analytical strength. Trevor was a highly successful financial analyst who had been in a committed relationship with his partner, Paige, for 3 years. Because of his professional training, Trevor was exceptional at analyzing patterns and identifying anomalies in data. Over a period of 3 weeks, Trevor noticed a distinct shift in Paige's behavioral baseline. She began working out at late hours, her phone was suddenly locked behind a new security code, and her emotional presence at home felt entirely forced. Instead of letting his emotions take over, starting loud arguments, or begging her for reassurance, Trevor applied a rule known as the strategic observation period. He remained perfectly calm, kept his tone entirely neutral, and watched her daily habits with a cold, observational eye. When Paige came home late one evening and claimed she had been at a corporate dinner, Trevor did not raise his voice or show any anger. He simply looked at her, noted the physical inconsistencies in her story, and checkmated the situation by calmly checking their shared household account data, which revealed a charge at a boutique hotel across town. Instead of throwing a tantrum or demanding an apology, Trevor executed the silent boundary. He spent the next morning organizing his personal assets, packed all of Paige's belongings into neat boxes while she was at work, and left her keys on the kitchen counter alongside a copy of the financial record. When Paige returned and realized that Trevor had completely detached from the relationship without a single scream or a chaotic fight, she experienced a profound wave of psychological shock. She realized that Trevor was a high-value man who possessed such an intense level of self-respect that he would never waste his time negotiating with a person who chose to violate his trust. Trevor protected his future and his mental peace not by reacting with explosive anger, but by using clear, unemotional logic to remove a toxic element from his life the very second the data proved her disloyalty. How do you feel about the perspective that remaining perfectly calm and letting your actions do the talking is the most powerful way a man can handle the discovery of a betrayal? Think about how strategic composure alters your position of power and share your perspective below. When you possess the psychological maturity to understand that a partner's choice to step outside the relationship is a direct reflection of their own internal flaws and lack of character, you completely strip the betrayal of its power to destroy your life. You no longer view the discovery of infidelity as a personal insult or a reason to question your own masculinity. Instead, you view it as clear behavioral data that tells you exactly who a person is. Your only responsibility when the truth comes to light is to maintain total control over your emotions, enforce your personal boundaries with absolute certainty, and continue moving forward along your path of purpose and discipline. When you hold your standards high and refuse to let deception disrupt your mental clarity, you prove to yourself and the world that your self-respect is entirely non-negotiable, ensuring that your life remains built on an unshakable foundation of true honor and ultimate power. If you're still here, you've already done something most people don't. You didn't settle for the headline. You stayed for the deeper layer. In a world that rewards quick reactions, taking the time to understand is becoming a rare skill. That's what this channel is about. Not taking sides, not chasing outrage, but looking beneath the surface to understand the patterns that shape people, relationships, and decisions. If you value conversations that make you think long after the video ends, subscribe and stay connected. And if something in today's discussion stood out to you, share it in the comments. Some of the best insights come from seeing how different people interpret the same idea. Keep questioning, keep learning, keep seeing beyond the obvious. I'll see you in the next one.